Good afternoon. We're gathered here today in Guam legislature to honor an individual who deserves an honor like no other individual that I am aware of. This is the first time I've ever made a presentation, and I am joined by my very good friend William Parkinson, and we are here to present a legislative resolution and to honor Mr. Dennis Rodgriguez. Dennis, I'm sure as the whole island knows, served and has been serving the island as a senator, businessman here on Guam, and now he is head of something called the Todu Guam Foundation. I became aware of the Todu Guam Foundation when it was founded, I think in 2016, and I was absolutely stunned by the work they did for all of us on Guam after Typhoon Mawar. Dennis and his organization stood up and have helped thousands of people on Guam, not just after Mawar, prior to that. One of the things that is kind of near and dear to my heart that they did was they have been providing eyeglasses to children, and by doing so they've opened the eyes of children to every possibility in the world. And I just think that particular contribution moves me deeply because of the contribution that it makes to the vulnerable among us. And I would say that, I'm getting ready to read this thing here in a minute, but I would say that one of the things that makes the Todu Guam Foundation and Mr. Rodgriguez so special and so outstanding, and we are so blessed to have them, is that their organization consistently moves to help the vulnerable in the community. They are concerned with those who do not have access to adequate health care, providing access to adequate health care. Children who need vaccinations to go to school, the Todu Guam Foundation provides it. Obviously, it's all free. They reach out to members of the community that would otherwise be marginalized and would not have this sort of access. They're really doing God's work, and it is a life very well led. So congratulations on that, and this is a tremendous honor for me. And I'll go ahead and read the resolution. This resolution is relative to recognizing the Todu Guam Foundation and former Senator Dennis G. Rodgriguez Jr. for his and their role in the critical efforts in the wake of Typhoon Mawar, and commending them for their assistance and outstanding service to the community. Be it resolved by the Committee on Rules of the 37th Guam Legislature, whereas the Todu Guam Foundation was established in 2016, and since then it has been a beacon of hope, health, and assistance for the residents of Guam in addressing health disparities and working tirelessly toward health equity for the people of Guam. Whereas the vision of Senator Rodgriguez, who served as chairman of the Committee on Health in the 33rd Guam Legislature, led to the formation of the Todu Guam Foundation, which is locally and nationally recognized as a successful operating nonprofit organization with a mission to provide access to primary health care, education, and support to the community. Whereas healthcare delivery on Guam has not been experienced equitably by all residents, with certain communities, including non-U.S. born citizens, migrants, and low-income individuals facing barriers to healthcare access due to social determinants, poor health literacy, and making it ultimately imperative that the work that the Todu Guam Foundation does continue. Whereas the Todu Guam Foundation's mobile care clinic has been instrumental in delivering no-cost medical services, including family medicine, women's health education and prevention, social and emotional resilience and behavioral services, tuberculosis education, testing and treatment, immunizations and vision care, directly to undeserved residents of Guam and addressing critical health care needs. Whereas the dedication of over 382 doctors, nurses, medical professionals, and students who have volunteered with the Todu Guam Foundation has played a pivotal role in extending healthcare access to the community. And whereas through the Patient Navigation and Financial Assistance Program, the Todu Guam Foundation has extended a helping hand to those facing socioeconomic barriers to healthcare. Whereas the Health Prevention and Education Initiative of the Todu Guam Foundation has promoted sustainable health education and empowerment, whereas the CARES movement by the Todu Guam Foundation has provided crucial support to socially marginalized students and families, helping them build resilience and character strength. Whereas the innovative transcranial magnetic stimulation offered by MindCare of the Todu Guam Health and Wellness Foundation has addressed mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, OCD, and more. Whereas the Todu Guam Foundation has participated in numerous medical outreach missions and collaborations, taking referrals of uninsured and underinsured patients and providing them with a continuum of care at no cost. Whereas the Todu Guam Foundation has served over 11,439 Guam residents, 11,439 residents and counting. They have provided medical care to 7,527 patients. They have committed to kinder days ahead with the TGF CARES movement for 3,912 students, and they've conducted 62 medical outreach missions across the island and maintained 5 programs to provide access to care for the people of Guam. That's one of the reasons I'm saying that that is a life well lived. You're living your life for others. Whereas the Todu Guam Foundation has consistently demonstrated a profound commitment to the well-being of the people of Guam. And then, as everyone is aware, our island got hit with a typhoon on May 24th, which caused widespread destruction and hardship for residents. And whereas in the face of this natural disaster, the Todu Guam Foundation exhibited remarkable resolve and compassion by deploying its dedicated staff and members of the Todu Guam Foundation Volunteer Corps just 3 days after that typhoon came through, and their immediate response played a crucial role in providing urgent medical care to families directly affected by the storm. Whereas the Foundation's dedication to our community extends beyond health care, medical care, as the Foundation swiftly distributed essential supplies, water, food, commodities, clothing, hygienic items, child care supplies to the hardest hit areas in northern Guam. And whereas through these truly selfless and rapid actions, the Todu Guam Foundation not only alleviated the immediate suffering of our fellow Guamanians, but demonstrated the unity and resilience that defines our our island. Resolved, therefore, that the Committee of Rules of 37th Guam Legislature does hereby, on behalf of the Guam Legislature and the people of Guam, recognize the Todu Guam Foundation and former Senator Dennis Rodriguez for their role in the critical recovery efforts in the wake of Typhoon Mawar, and commend them for their accomplishments in their assistance and outstanding reserve to the community, and be it further resolved that the Speaker and the Chairperson of the Committee on Rules certify, and the Legislative Secretary attest to, the adoption hereof, and that copies of the same be transmitted to the Todu Guam Foundation, former Senator Dennis Rodriguez, and to the Honorable Lourdes Leon Guerrero, Governor of Guam. Sir, it's my it's not all of us who have all the opportunity or the heart to give as generously as you have. And it, for me personally, and also on behalf of the Legislature of Guam, it's with tremendous, great pleasure that I give this to you.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, if I could. It's too high for me. But first of all, I want to thank Senator Fisher for the introduction of this resolution and the presentation and the kind words, really. I want to thank Senator Parkinson as well for being here. And we accept this resolution, really, on behalf of our whole organization, our doctors and volunteers, our staff, my wife, Lena, our daughter, Ashley, and all that really put in their blood, sweat, and tears. We've done this for the past 7 years, And it's a way for us to be able to give back, as you say. But we're all just instruments of the Lord, and so we're just used, by the Lord, and this is what we're going to do. And so we're very happy to do it, and being acknowledged by you and the Guam legislature is truly very humbling, and it's an honor for us. So, Sidus Masi and maraming salamat po, Senator.
I can assure you it's an honor for us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Senator, thank you.
We're the lucky ones, sir.
Absolutely. Good. And thank you all very much for coming together, and maybe we can get together and have some pictures taken. Sure.